Welcome back to the channel. In today's Wednesday walkthrough episode 3 video, the new porcelain tile and wood flooring is in. Next, I had to cover the flooring with plastic in order to protect it when I cut the drywall one more time for the flush baseboards. I initially had to cut it so the new flooring could run all the way up to the metal framing so there would be no variation in the flooring where it meets the flush baseboards. I'll also show you the tools I used to cut the drywall for the flush baseboards. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I'll give you a sneak peek of episode 4 where I insulate the walls before installing the flush baseboard to keep the noise from carrying through from walking or doors or even voices carrying. So stay tuned for that and let's get into this video. Alright, got all the new flooring covered. Skim coated all the walls. Had a pretty heavy knockdown texture. Those were skim coated twice. There's the curved ceiling we built. Purple board is the sound break. Gonna have the home theater here. Soffit area. Gonna do the inset baseboards, gas bath, laundry, master. Skim coated the concrete ceilings. There was a drop ceiling and a lot of this was removed. Gonna have a glass enclosed shower. More soundboard because of the plumbing. You could hear a little bit. It wasn't bad really, but now it's going to be totally eliminated. Skim coated this knockdown ceiling. We're going orange peel on all the walls and in the bathrooms on the ceilings. Here's the foyer, put another curved ceiling there. All these were done to hide some duct work, but it turned into a pretty cool feature. Here's the hall. All these walls were knocked down texture, skim coated over those. And there's another guest bathroom, skim coated the knockdown on the ceilings, got the sound break, soundboard, green glue, and then green glue sealant wherever there was the purple board. Built these soffits to hide fire sprinklers, etc. Duct work. It's going to be an open closet. Those are going to go in that space. It's going to be a pretty tricked out condo. Another bedroom, there's a closet here. I skim coated that part of the ceiling. It's concrete. I'm going to blend in the knockdown texture. We'll be covering those floors this morning. The floors had to go in before we could get the exact measurement for the inset baseboards, because they had to really level the floor perfectly with these tiles that are underneath here. Like almost 36 inch by 36 inch porcelain. I've been using the Dremel Ultra saw. It's been working really well to get nice long cuts on the drywall for the flush baseboards. I went through about only 2 blades And I used the Fiend Multi-Master oscillating tool to get in the corners since the small cut saw could not. It worked really good. I am not being sponsored by these tools. It's just what I have in my toolbox. Always be sure to wear the proper personal protection gear, dust masks, and safety glasses. Okay, finally, the second round of cutting the drywall for the flush baseboards is complete. And coming up in part 4 of my Wednesday walkthrough series, I'll show you the insulation I use to insulate the interior walls of the flush baseboard in order to keep any noise from traveling. This really helped tremendously. There was a lot of just when people walked or voices carrying through those interior walls down at the flush base. So this insulation packed nice and tight. I cut it in strips. We had to stack it in each cavity between each metal stud. It was tedious, but well worth the effort. So all we had to do was scribe the length off the strips and then just pack the wall full. The center one, we would move the top piece up and just slide it in, and then take our razor knife and pull the top piece back down. You wouldn't believe how much this really reduced the noise. I'll also show you all the walls after they've been insulated throughout this 3,500 square foot oceanfront condominium. I had to add some furring strips because the metal framing on the exterior block walls stopped, and then they had hat channel at the bottom. So we got the furring strips in, we've got more insulation in. And if you want to step up your drywall, texturing, or painting game, be sure to hit that round icon in the middle of the screen now to keep up with all my latest videos. If you've got a friend that's a contractor or DIYer, be sure to share this video with them on Facebook or Twitter. Thanks so much for watching.